Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Victoria 2, playing as the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth with the Napoleon's Legacy mod. And here we will make this decision finally. The decision is as follows: either cede Torun and Katowice to Prussia and do nothing about it, and lose 15 prestige, which is all the prestige we have left, or to, well, cede them both anyway and then have a state casus belli to get Western Prussia. And we will definitely go to war, because we need those areas. We can't... Wait, what? Wait, what? We got a truce? Until next year? We declared war and then it was immediately followed by truce and we lost prestige anyway. What the hell is this? What? That's unfair. In the worst kind of ways. Oh well, we will go to war when we can. As soon as we are able, we will go to war. So we've lost territory and we could do nothing about it. So, you know, the decision, not a fan. Not a fan in the end. But we have our acquire core. Wait, didn't we have declare war? Acquire core. Oh, so we got a core territory on here as well. Interesting. Wait, we don't have a core there. Anyway, so we can declare war for getting some territory over here, and would France, they would help. Would they help still? They will accept. So French Empire would help us. We won't attack yet because we need to wait until next year to do it. But we would have the French Empire to help out. The massive French Empire against the Prussians over here. The Prussians now have 35 brigades, and now finally the election is done, and they have 18 ships. They have actually gone for some army tech. Meanwhile, the French have not, so they do have an advantage when it comes to army technology. So, oh, there's peace in the world. There's no wars in any part of the world at all, which is wonderful to see. Hopefully this liberal agenda thing can be done soon. It's been going on for ages. And currently 43.2%, oh, even more. 43.8% of the population is now liberal all of a sudden. And actually the electoral vote, since the electoral vote is different due to us having, which one is it again? We have wealth. So it's the rich and the middle that we vote. And soon we can at least go to weighted universal, which will be a step up. So at least the poor masses can do something. Unfortunately, with the loss of prestige, we are now down to being a civilized nation instead of being a secondary power. So damn you, Prussia, and everything like that. We will get back at you. Unfortunately, I don't think we actually do have a core on Silesia as well. So when we have declared war and we acquire core, Prussian Silesia, we can get all of it, apparently. Just because we have the virtue of having one core, and we get all of it. All of Silesia. That would be a massive boost to our economy, massive boost to our industry, because Silesia has wonderful iron and coal mines that we will just gobble up. A bit like Radom and Krakow over here. I was trying to learn how to pronounce this Lodz, which I know is not Lodz in Polish, it's more like woods, something like that. Woods, something along those lines. It's something, I don't know. It's I've listened to it many times and then it's like, yeah, I got the pronunciation, and then 5 seconds later, it's like, wait a minute, how did you do it again? It's difficult. It's nothing like how it's written anyway. It has some, you know, additional lines and stuff like that in the letters, like the L has some line like this, and then, you know Polish letters, they have a few lines a bit everywhere. For some reason. I suppose it makes sense in their language. No, this is not good. But we pretty much only have cattle. Actually, we have fruit here in Plock, which I then assume is not pronounced Plock either. But since I am not Polish, I don't know all the pronunciations, so I will just do them the English way. We need some hussars for our army, and we need... Wait, what do we need? Oh god, we are losing so much money. So much damn money. Okay, military spending will be down to 80%. This will be down to 60%, at least until the war starts. The administration will be down to 80%. Education will be down to 90% because we need more money. And we need more money now. Social spending will be down to 60%. I mean, if I propose these budget cuts to the people, they would be furious. Fortunately, I don't need it proved by any parliament or anything like that. I can just do it. And that's all. Could we even put we couldn't put a national focus. We need revolution and counter-revolution for that. But perhaps we will do it. Besides, there's no crises unlocked until 1870 anyway. Oh god. Oh no, it looked worse than it was. So they only have one part of French Switzerland, or Switzerland, and then Neuchâtel is apparently free from well, free from Switzerland, I guess, yeah. So can we declare war yet? We can, and the French Empire, they will accept. Alright, so the time has come to declare war. The time has come to do what needs to be done against the Prussian bastards. They have 35 brigades, we only have 22. I assume that, well, we will have some issues. We will need to mobilize. So we will, instead of having the rally point here, we will put it, I suppose, over here in Kovel. There we go. And then we will mobilize, well, when we are at war. And we will mostly rely on French assistance in this war. Acquire core Western Prussia. This will be our main battleground. And then we will call in the French to help out. Hopefully the French will say, sure. They have honored our military alliance. Perhaps they will throw in their own friends and allies into the mix. Perhaps they won't. And in this case, they wouldn't. And then we will mobilize our forces. We will throw up military spending to max while we lower all the other military spending for the war's sake, so we can pay for all our stuff without going into debt. Let's see then. So, yeah. We have two armies that are mostly the same. They're actually identical. So we will try to challenge. We will go around. No, that will cross a river as well. You can't attack here. Okay, if we go to Oppen, then and through there, we will attack Calais without entering through a river, right? Actually, I don't think it matters that much. Let's go attack them. The Prussians over here are being bastards. What are the French doing? When is the French help going to arrive? Will they send money? The battle here in Calais is going somewhat decently. Actually, it's going very well, all things considered. It could be much, much, much worse. The Prussians have, in the meanwhile, mobilized. And do they have any... I assume they have Sigmaringen on their side. Or is the French in some other war? Of course they're in a different war as well. Wait, are they? No, there was allies. Whew. Those allies. Okay. Outrage over. We have a Prussian liberation movement and campaign for free press. So let's go for the free press and keep that down. And we are getting attacked here in Gnisno. And if we go and help out here, we will be the ones being defending. So hopefully we can arrive before it's too late and be the defenders. Unfortunately, it doesn't really help that much. The army is not in the best of shape and things are just not going very, very well. So we will gather up in Warsaw and head on to try to assist. Actually, can we send troops to help out as soon as possible before this army breaks completely? It's just going terrible. This is not a good battle. Actually, cancel that. Let's pull out of the battle. They, however, lost more troops than we did, so overall, for that is a net positive. But the war is so far not going very well. Hopefully the French can manage to go and help us. They have 47,000 men over there. But hopefully will well, hopefully will be helpful. When functionalism is done, I think we will go for some army technology. This seems like the most reasonable thing to strive towards at the moment, considering the circumstances we are in. And I'm tempted to try to lure this Prussian army into an attack. They will go for Grodno. And if I stand here, perhaps... no, they won't. Okay, so if we then move forward and try to take back Suwałki, perhaps the Prussians will be eager enough to attack us. Or perhaps we will need to gather up and attack them. We'll see what they do after they finish that siege. The French have now finally arrived in Pomerania, which is good, wonderful, wonderful, good in all kinds of ways. Okay, in Grodno they are rapidly fulfilling their need. Go to Warsaw in preparation. They do have a massive army. They are stronger than us in the worst kind of ways. The French haven't even mobilized, so they're not really putting in their best effort in helping us out. Which I suppose makes sense, considering that this is not the hill they need to die on. Unfortunately, this army over here is getting murdered before my reinforcements can even show up to the battle. And even then, they are getting completely and utterly crushed. What the hell? Not good. Not good at all. This could spell the end. Suwałki was a major loss for our nation. Perhaps we shall go and try to take down Wolfgang von Fritz. This guy is a really good attacking general. We are getting completely smashed on multiple fronts at the moment. Perhaps this attack can help out. The French needs to help out more though. I was hoping for more French assistance than this. Well, the initial attack is going fairly well, but they are sending assistance, which is not good. Overall, this attack is going very well. So perhaps it will be a victory in the end. Unfortunately, I think they are heading towards us now. Perhaps they should go to Warsaw. No, they're not going for us yet, but they will as soon as they can. Overall, though, this was a victory in the, well, west, I suppose. And the French are drawing away some Prussian troops at least. And that's always good. So perhaps we will focus on this army and then try to sweep across and take out the Prussians as best we can. So that overall is a good victory. That is a good victory. Can't really complain about something like that, nor will I. But combined with all the troops I have left, perhaps they will be able to do something majestic with this. The 23rd of January, most of them will be gone. By the 25th, only some will be left, and those are the ones we will crush. And perhaps together we can secure and save the motherland from this Prussian aggression, despite us being the ones attacking. The French have a stable army. If we can weaken the Prussians to the point where the French can basically walk indiscriminately across Prussia and occupying things, perhaps we will be able to have victory anyway. We can't add a war goal. Contributions calculated individually. Even though the total war score might be positive, which allows you to... oh, okay. So the war is not going well enough, is what they're trying to tell us. Okay, and that is another victory. So this general could be the hero of Poland. Stefan Kruszewski. A hero for all of Poland. Oh god, he is coming towards us. But we should be the ones attacking, considering he's the best general we have attacking. God damn it. I was not thinking straight. Can we please get out of this battle? Please. They have Erwin Gröner, which is a good attacking general. Usually speaking, or like if you're speaking just generally, being attacked is better than attacking most of the time. This is an exception though. They have a really good attacking general, thus it's not in our interest to be attacked. Not in our interests in the least. They are threatening Berlin even. And while they don't really have that many units. If we wait until the next month, which will be April in this case, we will get some reinforcements to our army. We can clear Warsaw up. Perhaps assistance can be reached from the main army over there. We are really running a deficit over here. Crap, we are in a huge amount of debt. We will cut all the administration. Wait, holy shit. What is causing our losses anyway? I suppose all the military spending. Yeah, we are in a major amount of debt. We need to fix this ASAP. Okay. We will do what we can with the limited organization and things that we have. Our current strength is low, our organization is low, our economy is in shambles. Things are just not going very well. Due to, well, various kinds of occupations and things like that. But perhaps the French can win the war for us. This has overall been a fairly bad war. Springtime of nations, so finally liberal agitation can be removed. And to appease the people, we will need to go for weighted universal voting rights. Wait, we lost that battle anyway? Oh, our organization. It's so low, and we're not getting anything back anyway. If we lowered everything, social spending, administration, we could get a few coins up. And if we lower military spending, then finally we'll get some money. They will want to give us white peace. We're merely negotiating for ourselves, so France won't be part of that negotiation. But we will end up with militancy and war exhaustion should we say no. So that's not very good. Not very good at all. Can we try to repay some loans so we just don't go bankrupt? That would be nice. I'll just try to keep that over here on the side. This army, perhaps we can, retrieve some areas. Perhaps we could challenge Warsaw, or at least save Warsaw. It is barely regaining any organization. Money is an issue. Things are just not going very well. And as you can see here, our current level of organization is lowering each day, despite it going on our, in our way. So it's not really anything we can do here, plus the doom stack is approaching. So the only thing we can do is try to hold out as long as possible. Our war exhaustion is already through the roof. Our militancy is high. Wait, I thought the liberal agitation was over. So yeah, it's been a rough ride for us. At least the French are now arriving to hopefully relieve the pressure. Hopefully. We're trying to reach the one in Plock. They won't, I don't think. 16th of June, 15th of June, no, they won't. So perhaps we can try to save Brest-Litovsk from horrible failure. And now try to repay some more loans, so we don't have problems in that regard in the future. Oh god, they're liberating us. Go, go, the French! Go, go, go! You can do it. Together we can save our country. Or my country. And we are closing in on the war score actually, despite the horrible things happening in Poland. So that's good. The French, despite not going all in, are doing well to help us. But it just shows our problem. We have made an enemy for life in Prussia now. Prussia will have core territory on us, so they will try to attack us, as soon as possible. So if we win this and we get the territory back over here, with Danzig and everything, we need to be prepared for the future. Because they will come back. They will come back and they won't be happy. Not at all. Not at all happy. We need to get... How much do we need for peace? They would not accept. We are minus 43 in war score against them. Which is to be expected, really. I do wish that they would help out Warsaw instead of occupying this, but it is part of the war goal, I assume. Yep, it is. So it makes sense. They are losing. The French are losing, though. Oh, wonderful. The war is over and we got it back. We will keep everything we've gained. We could just go with taking our course, but we will have everything. We will take it all. And now, with our economy returned to us, we will first of all pay off our debts and then be on our way rebuilding. First pay off debts and then rebuild. Yeah, we don't have too much in the way of anything, really. Our literacy is locked in place for now. People are leaving the country rapidly to South Africa. Holy shit. Oh, they changed that. Wonderful. The problem before was that countries like South Africa didn't really have much immigration due to America just, sucking it all up. Gobbling it up for themselves. Now we can at least demobilize, which is good. Perhaps that will return some stability to the economy more. And now we can repay some more loans. We have gotten loans from the British Union, East India Company, the Ottoman Empire and the French Empire, as well as some minor nations. So we will have to pay that back. We have been given some loans to Argentina and Paraguay, which is fine. Okay, repay some loans there. Try to get the economy back up. Things are looking up when it comes to revenue, at least. Income is streaming into the country. We are repaying loans as fast as we can, and then we will try to set up the budget. But the military spending and things like that is looking about right for now, but we need to be prepared come the future. So with army professionalism out of the way, biologism will be unlocked at 1850, and until then we could just get some more army techs and then head for maybe some commerce to get some more income. Pay up more debts. We only have 6.5 thousand left in our debt before we are debt free, which is nice. How's it going with our intellectuals is actually over our limit now. So while it won't be happening, wait, this is not the ones. This is there we go. Bureaucrats. We will encourage some bureaucrats in our main areas. So yeah, Poland is looking almost like Poland from, well, before World War II. Interwar Poland. Looking at least, somewhat close to it. Sure, had we gotten some of these areas, then it would have looked much more like it. But we won't be picky. And we can finally pay off almost all of our debt. It's only a little bit left of our debt. There we go, and debts. One more day. There we go. We can pay off our debt now. We are debt free. Wonderful, wonderful. So now we can try to, well, we should stabilize our budget. Education should go up to 50%. We will do it in bits. So first education 50%, then administration to 50%. Then we will have social spending up to 70%. And then increase military spending ever so slightly up to 25%, as well as land unit spending up to 20%. So that will be our economy for the moment, and we will balance the budgets as it improves and our economy returns to normal. Currently our war exhaustion is lowering by 1 every month, is it? I assume it is 1 every month. Yeah, that would make sense. And that is currently giving us some quite terrible... That's the main reason our organization was shit before. Because when you have it to max, it lowers the organization regain rate by up to 50%. Depending on how much war exhaustion you have. People are not very happy. They want reform. So we will give them universal voting right. Perhaps that should calm them down a little bit. Militancy lowered only slightly, but they are pretty mad now from the war. And I can't really blame them. That was a devastating war. A very devastating war. Let's add up administration to 60% and education to 60%. There we go. Poland-Lithuania is looking more beautiful than ever. Anyway, here will be a decent place to cut off. There was only this video consisted pretty much only of the war between Prussia and Poland, but it was won through French help. If you enjoyed this video and enjoyed this series overall so far, then please do consider liking and subscribing if you haven't already done so. I hope to see you next video, and I will see you next time.